Hey, Empress Vibrant here. Hope everybody is blessed. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hey, air signs. I hope everybody is well. Happy birthday, Geminis. I hope you're enjoying your season. And happy new month to the rest of my signs. So I've had a field day with electricals. Huge amounts of delays with my editing, with uploading of my videos. Yeah, Mercury retrograde has really played a number on me. I've had to take my time, take breaks, just so that I don't lose everything. I've been quite frustrated today, to say the least. I had previously recorded a video that has just disappeared. It's not coming up properly, been deleted. However, I did write down some notes because I feel like it's really poignant at this particular time as well. Yeah, before I get into that, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. All the information for your personal readings are in the description box below. And let me get into the messages I have written down, and then we'll go into what other vibrations are coming up. So air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you. Take the messages as they resonate. It will not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, check your sun, moon, and rising signs, as you may get some more clarity with the others. Okay. So take what resonates and just leave what doesn't. Okay. So what I was getting was frustrations around unfinished tasks. I was feeling and actually seeing that there has been a lot of frustration, a lot of energy around, oh, am I procrastinating? Am I being quite lazy today? Have I done everything I need to do to move me to the next level? And in light of the Mercury retrograde, which slows everything down, which sometimes messes with communications and technology, and sometimes is a culprit of us not seeing things clearly. I think not finishing tasks is definitely a frustrating one, especially if you've set yourself some intentions and some goals and it doesn't feel like you're getting those things sorted out. However, I feel like there is a deception around this. I need to get it done, I need to get it done, because I feel like rest and rejuvenation is necessary also. I say that because I got an energy around not healing quick enough or not feeling optimum health. So anybody who's not feeling too well, possible colds, aches, pains, those who are not very well, I think it's that sort of, I just want to feel better, I just want to get out there, I just want to get to it. Even myself, I had my own frustration. I had pulled my back earlier. It was like midweek, I think, last week. Yeah, midweek, I would say I pulled my back. I was doing too much. And I was frustrated because I wanted to actually have these videos out beforehand. I wanted them out before the end of the first week. So I had to even deal with that frustration, that annoyance that I had things I wanted to do. I wanted to upload my videos, I wanted them to be done by the first week. But I realized that had I stressed out my body and more, I probably would still be in bed now. Those few days of rest was exactly what I needed. So I feel like similarly with the rest of you air signs, there is a frustration and an energy around just wanting things to just get done already this should have been done, that should have been done, and I don't want to feel like I'm letting people down, or I don't want to feel like I'm not competent at what I'm doing. I don't want people to feel like I'm not professional. There's all this kind of energy going on around air signs right about now. I'm urging you just to take your time and to be really gentle with yourself. Another thing is the communication breakdowns, delays in resolves and conclusions. You know, especially when it comes down to working on a project or collaborating. Maybe we were supposed to have a meeting that was supposed to happen, things were supposed to move on a bit more further. So I could only imagine the frustration when it's just like, I just want to get things done, things should be sorted out by now, we should have had this meeting, we should be further along within our actual development. However, again, I'm doing this video. Again, I had already recorded a video and had finished by 5:30 p.m. Now it is after midnight. I needed a few hours just to detach. I was very, very annoyed. I had to change my energy. I had to just sort of breathe and just release the need to control how everything goes. And just recognize that it just weren't the time for it. Maybe that particular video was not meant to be out in that particular way. However, I've been led to draw on certain points because it's actually poignant for us air signs, especially for the Aquarius and the Gemini, as it's your birthday. I feel like for most of the Geminis, there is an energy around feeling quite accomplished in quite a few things. I feel like for some of you Geminis, you're actually being treated really well. You're enjoying being doted on and you're enjoying being taken care of at this time. And what I will say to you within this time is make sure that you are reciprocating so that there is not this energy of anybody feeling used or abused or feeling like, you know, you're not recognizing that they are making strides for you. So be careful with the communication. Make sure you're listening to everything, not just hearing what you want to hear, but you're really, 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 really hearing what's being said, and not just reacting because maybe you might be in a bit of a funny mood or a bit tired, a bit hungry, that kind of energy. And I feel like for some of you, air signs right about now, there's a need for detachment, there's a need for separation from people right now because there is an energy around feeling very, very sensitive. So you're sensitive to people's change in their moods. That sets you off, and where you're not feeling 100%, this could set you back a little bit. So I feel like there are certain people who you're seeing their true colors right about now, or because of this Mercury retrograde, there is a lack of communication, or you guys are missing the point, not seeing things from each other's points of view, which is making you look at things really, really differently, which is causing a void, causing a bit of a feud going on right now. What else does it say here? Yeah, so a need for detachment, solitude, a need to take time from people. At the moment, you're seeing undesirable patterns in others, and also recognizing the deceitful traits within yourself regarding any loss, heartbreak, or grief. So if there is any of this feeling of loss, grief at this time, that kind of energy, and along with heartbreak and frustration and feeling inadequate, those things wreak havoc on how you view yourself, which in turn will have an effect on how you treat other people and how you show up for yourself and others. So I would say be very, very mindful about how you're responding. Take some time to think about your response before you respond. Don't just go for the knee-jerk reactions. Also heard to trust in the process, recognize that trust in the process, recognize that there are times of triumph and thriving success is coming. So although there's a frustration around things not getting done right about now, wanting things to be sorted already, needing to tick things off of your list, things like that, this is probably a good time to actually reflect on your blueprint, your plans, your structure, ensuring that you maybe it's time to do a little bit more research, get more information, especially when it comes to your projects, skills and services that you're looking to offer. Maybe there is more research that you can do within this time, just so that when you are launching or relaunching, that you have more command over the information, more command over your skills, how you're going to present yourself, your marketing, your brand. So don't see it as a negative in that sense. See it as, okay, this is going to give me some time to do some groundwork, to do a little bit more digging, maybe look at how other people are doing what it is that you're doing, and maybe you can get some tips and some get some tips from how other people are doing it that will help you with what you're doing, especially as this time is not really about signing contracts, and it's not really about jumping into anything right about now. It's just about taking your time, doing some reflection, putting things, it's a time to just put your little ducks in a row, take your time, know what you're going to do, and just, take it easy. That's what I would say. What else is there? Yeah, because there is going to be much time of triumph happening as well. And as well with what's going on in the planetary alignments as well, along with the Mercury retrograde, we actually have that Sagittarius energy, which is all about structure, which is all about restructuring your thoughts, your patterns, the way you do things. So, there is going to be a lot of shedding of old thought patterns and old ways of doing things. And it also could be talking about structuring your friendship base, structuring who needs to be around, who doesn't need to be around. And maybe that's to do with some of the grief and the heartbreak or that lost energy that I felt before. So yeah, just take some time and recognize this is a time to let go of the need to hold on to controlling the narrative, controlling the outcome of a situation, and just allowing things to be. So that's pretty much the energy that I was picking up previously. Now I want to go into what the overall energy is for the air signs. What other messages do you have for the air signs? Thank you in advance for messages. What is the overall energy for the air signs? Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting now is taking risks. So I feel like when we're talking about taking risks, I feel like I think this goes back to, and this is what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling, that there is this energy around feeling quite nervous around letting go. And I feel like it feels very risky to step out in faith, use your intuition, but it is about taking those types of calculated risks, not necessarily relying on people. And this doesn't mean you burn your bridges. This doesn't mean that you don't accept help where you need it and you know that it'll be beneficial. However, taking risks mean doing things differently, doing things outside of your comfort zone. So like again, with this Mercury retrograde, this is a time where things are kind of slow. So although, you know, you're not being urged to, you know, take a deep dive into anything serious or hard hitting right now. However, the risk that needs to be taken is what needs to be sacrificed. And that could be your friendship groups, your comfortability, you know, taking a risk from, you know, that sort of not just sitting around the familiar because it's familiar and it's safe. Sometimes the risk is to sacrifice low vibrational energies and company in favor of healing and in favor of self-care and self-love. So take those risks, you know, look into what can be done right now for you, but also allow yourself to look into what kind of risks you're already taking now. You know, what types of things are you doing that is not necessarily serving, so that you're able to make a calculated decision of what things you will continue to do and the types of things that you're going to let go of, all in favor of survival, healing, structuring yourself in a new way, rewiring the way you think and the way you behave. We've also got community. So we know that after this time of great solitude and the need for detachment and need to take some time away from people, there is going to come a time where it's necessary for the community, for you to step into that, for you to give your opinions and to bring forth ideas and to participate and to cultivate an energy of togetherness. Because obviously when we're dealing with the Mercury retrograde, like I said, things are slightly delayed. But once we are coming out of that energy, and once we are actually looking into that thriving success that I spoke about, and that there are great things on the horizon, this is where we come in and bring everything together. This is where we bring in cohesion, and this cohort and that cohort can work together. We can work together as a team. We can build this community where we are taking calculated risks. We're bringing people together, because we know that bringing together people isn't always a very easy thing to do. Because obviously there's differences of opinions, different backgrounds, different demographics, different religions, different thought patterns, different orientations. There's so many different things when we're dealing with putting people together. However, there is a need to do so once we recognize that, like it says, trust in the process, recognizing that times of triumph and of thriving success is coming. It's actually on its way. So with that kind of energy, it's really, really positive for you to look at things in that way, especially in regards to taking risks and, you know, working towards something that is going to benefit the community as well as yourself. So I'm going to go into the tarot now and just see what this is in regards to taking risks in community. I think maybe quite a few of you are actually reflecting on quite a lot of the risks that you have been taking. For some of you, you're reflecting on just how much you've allowed to happen. And maybe it's a time for a bit more caution. you know, and then maybe taking more calculated risks. Some clarification, please. Taking risks. Yeah, see? Knight of Wands, rushing, passionately moving towards something. So I feel like the risks that's been taken is just rushing into things without really looking at the detail. Wands is great because it talks about taking action. It's passionate action taken. This is the real energy around, you know, passion, creativity, inspiration, work, finances. This is all about doing things that you're passionate about. So although you're passionate about things, it might be worth kind of looking into, you know, the fact that sometimes maybe you might rush into things without fully thinking about it. So there is that for some of you. And then for some of you, I'm hearing it is all about taking those risks, because this is how you are breaking out of your old cycle. You're breaking out of your own cycle by taking risks, moving passionately towards something. And to be passionate about something doesn't mean that you necessarily jump headfirst without any information. It just means that you are willing and excited enough to shift your way of doing things. But like, again, for some of you, you're reflecting on just how much risk and how much rushing that you've done in the past, and now what you're wanting to do is to really gain some clarity on why things are the way they are. See, again, the King of Wands, see, a lot of action cards, and the King of Wands knows what he wants to do and why he wants to do it. Wands is all about that creativity. It's all about inspiration. It's all about taking action on the things that you want to do, things that are going to be for your greater good and things of that nature. And just to stretch yourself as well. Projects, excited about things, you know, taking the first steps towards something brand new. So like we were saying about the structure that's carrying on around the Sagittarius energy, with the alignment that's going on, it's all about that structure, you know, and maybe what it is now is redirecting, you know, your focus. Because Wands is about taking action. So maybe it's about redirecting your focus, you know, feeling the passion towards what it is that you're doing, you know, opposed from just sort of doing things for doing things' sake. You get what I mean? And that frustration that I just want to do stuff, I just need to get stuff done, just to kind of keep going. For some of you, you keep going so that you're not able to look into yourself more. And some of that, you do find that as being a bit risky. I'm not trying to slow down. I'm not trying to think about nothing. I don't want to have to dig deep. I don't want to think about anything that's going to upset me right now. I just need to keep going. It's that kind of energy as well. Let's clarify. Please clarify community. It sounds. All right. So we've got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is about offer. So this could be an offer of new love, an offer of working together, because cups are about emotions. Cups are about sharing, offer of love, offer of partnership and togetherness. So with this community energy, I feel like once we have moved out of this space where we've had enough time to reflect, we've had the time to, the time of solitude just to look after us and for that self-care, there is going to be an offer of love, an offer of working together with the community for something that is for the greater good of everyone. And I feel like for some of you, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and this talks about feeling left out, being on the outside looking in. So maybe this is kind of what we're working out of. Usually I feel outside of the situation. I don't seem to be invited to everything. Where's my offer to join in? Maybe this is how you've seen things, and this is how you've been moving. So maybe this is the change that is actually happening within you through this reflection. You're recognizing that actually there are offers, but because of your mindset of, I'm always left out, I'm always in the cold, I'm on the outside looking in, never have what it is that I need. You know, there's a real sense of loss and a real sense of loneliness with this card as well. So maybe this is what you're changing. You're changing this idea of, you know, putting a negative spin on things. And if you have been somebody who's felt really left out of a situation, there is an offer coming in to work within the community, to come together with people to do something that is going to benefit everybody. You're going to be able to share of your emotions, your feelings, your ideas, your gifts, your talents, your skills, and vice versa. This is what we're talking about, cohesion, when we're talking about everybody coming together for the greater good. So I think it's very, very positive in that sense. But I do see here that there is definitely a breaking down of the old patterns. And I think Sagittarius, the energy of the Sagittarius planet right now is going to support with that. And obviously coming away from this energy that we just had with the eclipse, which was all about challenging the old thought patterns and changing the way we do things, releasing and letting go in favor of new ways of doing things, and just a level of healing and allowing ourselves to feel, to analyze, and to observe ourselves within this time. I'm going to ask the angels messages do you have for the air signs? Cars dropping all over the shop. I'm trying to use those ones. I'm going to use the ones that dropped out on the table that were up there. So the first one again is confirmation of this delay energy, and it's allowing you time to recover. This is recovery. You're in active recovery right now. So yes, you may still want to be on the go. You may still have a little bit of energy. You may still just have an itch to do stuff. You are in active recovery. So those who are actually still raring to go, this is recovery time. Don't rush the process, take it easy. And for those who are actually in a lot of pain, like I said, there's some of you frustrated with the healing process, wanting things to be further along than it is. You are in recovery, and it will take time. Mercury retrograde is about the delay, things moving slightly slower. And the benefit of things moving slower is that you have longer time to look after yourself, and longer time to reconnect with the source divine, and to reconnect with self-care and self-love rituals. So please take your time and know that you are actually in recovery. Okay, and also again, like the other one, let go of the need to control the situation, let go of the need to control the narrative, Just let go. Let go of people, places, and things that are not serving anymore. And let go of those old thought patterns that tell you that you must keep being on the go, even when your body and your mind is telling you that you need to slow down. And even the planets and the alignments and everything around us need to slow down. Let go of the need to fight against the grain. Let go of the need to prove yourself, air signs. There's no one you need to prove anything to right now. What you need to do is look after yourself so that you have optimum energy, so that when you are ready to do what you need to do and get out there and you feel like, yeah, you're raring to go, you're good. You've had your rest and your rejuvenation, done, recovered. You've let go of that old thought pattern, You started taking calculated risks. You haven't just been rushing into situations, You've been able to take new offers of working together with people instead of just staying in this retreat mode. At the moment, yes, retreat. The moment, take some time away from people if that's what's necessary. And sometimes it is. Take some time out, to silence your mind, silence your body, just allow yourself to be. So in closing, my lovely air signs, I'm going to get some words of affirmations or words of encouragement from a gentle hug for the soul. Some words of affirmation and encouragement for air signs, please. And earlier too. Okay. So the first card is, I am excited for what adventures lie in store. I am excited for what adventures lie in store. Like I said, don't rush the ting. Big things are around the corner. Triumphant, thriving success. Okay, and this is off the back of delays, not being able to tick things off of your list, not being able to, feel like you're doing enough. But at least as you're doing one thing towards what it is that you need to do, you are doing. But don't rush the process. Trust in the process. I spend time doing the things that I love. Exactly. So if it's a thing where you're not able to do the contractual work that you want to do or things of that nature, do something else that you enjoy. Tap into other hobbies, other things that make you laugh, make you smile, make you feel full of joy, because that's going to allow the time to feel like it's moving quicker. When we are clock watching and wanting things to speed up, time seems to even be even slower. So do things that you love. Spend time doing the things that you love. I see challenges and obstacles as a learning experience for my spiritual growth. Okay, so that goes right back to the beginning messages where I was talking about the frustration and feeling annoyed and the grief and the pain and, the growing pains, the stress and the anxiety and the worry and the changing of thought patterns and the circle that you move with. See and recognize that these challenges and obstacles are here, like it says, as a learning experience for your spiritual growth. You are definitely growing and expanding each day. So allow yourself that. My relationships are based on my values. There you go. So again, when we're letting go of people, places, and things that are not serving us, what's your relationship to the people around you right now? Ensure that they are on the same type of trajectory as yourself, in the sense that they have at least the same value system, so that you are not feeling like you are being deceitful to yourself and being someone that you're not, because that in itself is a place that's very conflicting. And I know sometimes with the air signs, we can be quite, particularly Libras, could be particularly people pleasers. And that in itself is very, very dangerous at times. So, you know, make sure that it's all on your value system so that you don't feel like you're losing yourself, you know, and not wanting to just, I don't want to feel left out. I don't want to feel, you know. So the last one we have is I establish boundaries based on love. Now, there you go. Establish those boundaries based on love for self and based on love of others. You know, like I said, there might be some letting go of certain friendships or, you know, relationships, but also maybe it might not necessarily need to be a total severing, but a severing and a change in the way that you show up in this relationship and the way others show up in this relationship. So by setting healthier boundaries that are based on love, you know, and that there's an equal give and take, and that you're able to respect other people's boundaries in the same way that you wish for your boundaries to be respected. So my lovely air signs, my lovely Geminis, happy birthday once again. I hope you're enjoying your season, full of joy, your birthday, whatever it is that you're doing. I hope it's turned up. Hope it's bliss. Hope you're getting out in nature and enjoying yourself. And for the rest of you lovely air signs, my Libras and my Aquarius, happy new month. Take some time, be gentle with yourself. There's no need to rush. All is well. Okay. And all the information for your personal readings are in the information box below, the description box below. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, see y'all again soon. Take care. Listen.